Today is August 17th, 2012. It's an absolutely gorgeous night out here tonight. We came out here tonight and we mowed our clover plots, probably for the last time this summer, I would hope. And we have one more to mow tomorrow, but we got the other three done. So, and we also mowed our paths to and from our stands out in the pasture. And also, we mowed a few extra paths because last we found that the deer utilized those paths tremendously, and while we were hunting, we would see them walking on those paths or just using them as their runways because it was a nice, easy access route instead of going through all the tall grass. So we mowed some extra paths for that as well. So I'm just gonna give you a little August food plot update right now, and show you what our plots are looking like. They're looking pretty good so far, and the beans have turned out tremendously well. So we'll start over here in the corner and work our way over to the other plots. So this is the clover in Mark's corner. This was Clover Crush by Evolved Harvest that we planted last year. As you can see where we sprayed for the thistles, it took out some of the clover as well, but overall there's still a good amount of clover in there, and we mowed it 3 times this year, so it's a pretty nice plot. We're looking forward to this fall, as last year we had all of our big bucks on camera on this plot, so hopefully that is true again this fall. This here is our newest clover plot, one of our newest clover plots. It's in Mark's corner as well, and this was Antler King clover that we planted this year. It's a mixture of clover and rape, and this plot turned out really well. It's bigger than our other existing clover plots we had, so we're pretty happy how it turned out so well. This is the second time mowing it this year already, and I'm sure the deer are in here browsing and hitting it. So pretty pumped for this plot for this early season bow hunting, and also for next spring for the turkeys, and just hopefully it continues to do well. So this is our newest bean plot. As you can see from last month, it's really grown quite a bit, and we've had quite a bit of rain here in August already. It's been just a great growing month. The deer have been browsing here like crazy. I mean, just the browse is phenomenal in here. So you can see right in there how much they're browsing. I mean, throughout the whole edge of this plot, there's just a ton of browse. I mean, there's also a good amount of pods in here as well. They're developing pretty nicely, and pretty pumped for this food plot, it being its first year. As you can see, plenty of pods down in here. They're not quite fully developed yet. Beans aren't quite formed completely, but they're doing pretty well so far, and pretty excited for this food plot for late season. So it's turned out really nicely. This is our other new clover plot for this year, up in the orchard. It's Antler King clover and rape, which we just mowed as well. And this plot has done very well for us so far this year as far as buck pictures. We've gotten most of our big bucks on camera up here, including Zeus, the Pine 9, Barry. So at least we've gotten those 3 up here for sure. And we just actually planted a scrape. We put that little tree in out there and got a scrape right there with the camera we're looking at. But this clover here has done very well for so far this year. Last year we had beans up in here, we planted late, and this year we decided to put in clover, and the deer really hit it well, and this should be one of our prime early season spots. So here's the other clover plot that we mowed tonight, out here in front of the tripod next to the beans. This is a nice little clover plot. It's planted Antler King. We had it the last 2 years. We also mowed the spot to clear out for the ground blind. So we backed in there and got that all cleared out. Put the blind up there within the next week or 2. And then of course we have the best spot on the farm, our big bean plot, which at first with the drought didn't look like it turned out so well, but they have turned out tremendously, and could not be happier with the beans this year. They're not as tall as they were last year, but they have definitely turned out well for just being some egg beans, not Eagle Seed or any major brand name. They work pretty well. They get lots of pods on them, and these are all also getting heavily browsed. As you can see, deer tracks all through here. But and you can see the browse a little bit right through here. And then the pods on here, these are more developed than over in the other plot, but these are also planted a little earlier. And this spot here, this small plot, just from about here on over, has been a food plot for the last 3 years. So this ground is a lot more fertile and better for food plots. And these out here just look great as well. So hopefully our next update will be from that tripod right there with a big buck on the ground. But that's still a few months away, and bow season is less than a month away now, and we're pretty pumped to say the least. So this will probably be the last food plot update until the late season or so, as all of our crops are pretty much developed pretty well. We might do another update when the beans die and lose all their leaves, and you can just see the stalks and all the pods on them. But until then, it's been a pretty good growing summer overall. The drought had us scared pretty badly, but we got out of it, and here we are, middle of August, bow season a month away, and we're ready to rock.